Hello Retro Crew, we have another top 10 list for you. Today we're going to be talking about our top 10 Game Boy games. I'm Matt.
And I'm Brian, and we're the Retro Sons.
So Brian's going to start off with his. I have a honorable mention too, so I actually have 11.
I don't. I think just because I have so few games and haven't played all that many, I was just able to do top 10. But anyway, starting at number 10, I put the Star Wars game. Not really an easy game, not all that fun, but
No, it's that's not on my list.
no, I didn't think it would be.
No,
But I was always a fan of Star Wars, so it kind of,
I could never figure out what to do in that speeder bike level right in the beginning.
yeah. Well, there's certain caves you'd go into, and I think you eventually would meet up with Obi-Wan Kenobi. But
Yeah,
myself, I haven't gotten too far either, and that's why it's number 10.
yeah, yeah. I've never played that one too much.
No,
Like I said, I've never even beaten the first level.
no,
This wasn't an easy list to make for me.
no, not
Right.
really me either.
My number 10 is Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle 2, which it's a puzzle game, and what you need to do in the game is find a key and make it out of a room and make your way further up the castle.
Yeah, I think I played it a few times.
Yeah, I've never
So-
beaten the game, but I've gotten pretty far in it. And there is codes just in case you want to get to a different level, like a further level, or if you stop playing, it doesn't save it.
Oh,
So you have to type a code in. But it's pretty fun. Not fun enough to be past number 10 though.
no, right. Alright, so on to number 9.
Number 9.
Alright, my number 9, I put Donkey Kong. Again, it's one of those games I haven't really gotten too far in, and it's just, I played it as a kid, so it's got the nostalgia there for me,
Yeah.
and the music and all that kind of stuff.
I'm not going to say too much about it now because it'll show up later.
Right.
But it is a fun game.
hmm
I love that game.
Yeah, it's a classic.
And it's not like the classic Donkey Kong.
Yeah, it is a little bit at first, isn't it? But then
Yeah, the first 4 levels are the original Donkey Kong game. But like I said, I'll talk more about that later.
yeah, can't wait.
My number 9 is Batman Return of the Joker. And the reason this is number 9, it's a hard game again, and I've never actually beaten it, but it was always fun going back to it and playing it. I could get pretty far in the game.
Yeah, it's higher on my list, so I'm not going to talk about it
Yeah,
too much just yet. I'll let you have your moment in the sun.
yeah. It is a fun Batman game, though.
Yeah, it is.
We never had the original Game Boy or Nintendo Batman, so
That was similar to this one, I think, wasn't
yeah,
it?
a
The
little
mechanics
bit,
and-
yeah. But really fun game.
Yeah,
I always had fun playing it. Alright, number 8.
Number 8, I put Tetris, just because it was a good classic puzzle game, and the music gets stuck in my head constantly.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, there's 2 good tunes in there, I know.
Yeah,
I don't know I can't remember the third tune.
but it was good, and it can get stressful, but in a fun way.
Yeah,
I know stress isn't usually associated with fun, but
yeah,
play Tetris and you'll understand.
yeah. And you can set it different ways, right? So it's like up a little bit to begin with.
I think so, yeah.
And make it faster and stuff.
Yeah, and then it's been copied so many times. There's like a bunch of different Tetris games and Dr. Mario and all that kind of.
Yeah,
Dr. Mario's a bit different. It's not shapes, it's like matching colors, which is also fun.
yeah. Yeah, it's one of the better puzzle games.
Right.
One of the first. Number 8.
Mhm.
My number 8 is Kirby's Dream Land 2. Kirby's second outing on the Game Boy. It's a real fun game. They upgraded it a little bit from the first one.
Yeah.
Made it a little bit more fun. I think he can copy abilities in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's always fun. Kirby games are always easy too, so you can.
Yeah.
It's for all ages, for all people. So, really fun game.
Yeah.
Kirby's not one of my favorite franchises, but it's It's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Good Game Boy game, anyways.
Yep. And that's higher on my list, so I'm gonna hold off on that one too.
I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of repeats.
Probably.
Yeah. Like we didn't have a very big collection of Game Boy games, but
No.
we had quite a few.
Looking at yours, the majority of what you have here is Zelda.
Yeah, well, I brought out the ones that are on my list.
Oh,
I didn't bring out my entire collection.
spoiler alert. Alright, so on to 7?
Yep.
Alright. Number 7, I put Earthworm Jim. Because, again, and this is going to be the case with probably all the games on my list, or most of them anyway. I played it some, but I haven't gotten too far.
Yeah.
I haven't beaten it.
Game Boy games are hard.
Yeah.
A lot of them are, anyways.
Yeah.
This one didn't make my list, but it would be 11 or 12 if it did.
Yeah. I just like, I don't know, running around. You can whip at enemies with your head, and you can swing on things with it.
Yeah, and you can shoot, and
Yeah. You can shoot like all sorts of different directions.
Yeah.
I always do that. Just stand there and like shoot in the different directions
Yeah.
for whatever reason.
yeah, and we were talking about him this morning, and you forgot that he was a worm.
Yeah. Well, I remembered it. He was a worm, but I just forgot he was just a worm in like
Yeah.
a bodysuit. I thought he had a whole body
Yeah.
type of thing.
All right, number 7.
Hmm.
My number 7 is Oracle of Seasons, The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons. The reason this one is a little bit higher than Oracle of Ages is this one's a little bit harder. You have 4 seasons you have to go through, and I think this is more of a puzzle game, if I'm not mistaken. And the other one's more of a fighting game. But I just remember this one being harder than Oracle of Ages for me.
Yeah.
So that's why it's number 7.
Yeah.
It is a good. All the Zelda games for the Game Boy are good. There's 3 of them.
Yeah. I haven't played any of them.
Yeah.
Well,
So that's why I put it at number 7. It's still a Zelda game. It's still great, but
it's a newer one, but it's still like the older style, right? The top-down 2D
yeah,
type of thing. Those came out, what, 2001?
somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So good game.
Yeah.
All right, on to number 6.
Okay. So, another one we talked about before, but my number 6 is Batman Return of the Joker. I remember I played this one on the bus and all that kind of stuff. So just like being able to bounce off the walls, and you get batarangs, and you can
Yeah.
throw them and just have them like going around you. And I'd
Yeah.
get like a few batarangs going at once.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Yeah, it was. And
I remember in that first level, like the water would rise, and you'd have to bounce up to get away from it.
Yeah,
You could grapple, and
yeah, and you could like as the water's going down, you could bounce off the water like it was a wall. I think I remember
Could
that.
you?
I think
I
so.
don't remember that.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but not likely. Because, like I said, I played that one quite a bit. I haven't gone too far still.
But yeah,
Because back then, I don't think I played games to really progress or beat them or
you just
anything.
played them to play them.
hmm
Yeah,
Just the motion and the music and the flashing lights was enough for me.
games were harder back then.
They
for
were,
sure.
yeah.
All right, what number are we on? 6.
6. Yep.
6 is The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages. And like I said, this one is a little bit easier than Oracle of Seasons to me, and it's still fun. I mean, these 2 games could be at the same. Usually when people make lists, they put them on the same level, but I didn't want to do that. So I kind of picked a favorite one. And I like Ages a little bit better than Seasons, I think. Still just as fun, but yeah, just a little bit more what I like to do when I'm gaming.
Yeah, again, I haven't played either of those ones, so I can't really
Yeah,
add too much input.
I've played them each a couple times, but that's it.
Yeah.
Kind of on the lower level of my Zelda game playthroughs. Alright, number 5?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Number 5. Yes. Number 5, I don't think we have it here, but I put Wario Land.
That was a good game.
Yeah. Just because it was fun to play as Wario and get the different power-ups you could get, and like you could charge and break through walls and all
Yeah,
that kind of stuff. Like he was a tough character, and you could use that to your advantage.
yeah.
So
That's further down on my list, so I'm going to talk about that in more detail later.
Yeah. But I don't know, I just have fond memories of that and getting like the dragon hat and you can shoot fire. Well, that was.
What was that?
I think my camera just shut off or something. I don't know what happened.
Did you charge the battery?
Yeah, I charged the battery.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Anyway.
Yeah, it's a fun game.
Yeah.
Alright, for my number 5, I picked Super Mario Land 2, 6 Golden Coins. This one I've played and beat quite a few times. It's a fun Mario game, especially for Game Boy.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think a Mario game could be that fun, but it's one of the better Mario games in my opinion, out of all of them.
Yeah. It's higher on my list.
It's a little bit different, and you got fun power-ups. I like the wings that, like, when you jump, they slow as descent. And
yeah.
It's not overly difficult. Oh, one second. We're having a lot of
technical issues.
But yeah, it's a really fun game. I like that one a lot. And we're in the top 5, so they're all going to be pretty good from here on in.
Yeah.
Alright, number 4.
Number 4. DuckTales. We did a whole video about this. We've done a whole video about this game. So you know.
DuckTales is my number 4 too, so I'm just going to talk about it with him.
Oh, nice. That was convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This game is so fun. I like it. There's 6 different levels. I like all of them.
Yeah, and the iconic music that plays.
It has replayability because there's treasures that are hidden and you're trying to make more money.
Yeah. Just all the different platforming could be difficult at times, but you could use the cane as a pogo stick.
It was difficult, but it was fair.
Yeah.
Like there's some games that are just unfair. This one had good controls. It was fun. I like how you could use his cane as like a pogo stick and a golf club. And
at the time it came out, I was a big DuckTales fan anyway, so...
Yeah. Like you said, we did an entire video on this one, so we might tag it at the end.
Yeah. We remember.
Yeah, if we remember.
Unless something else goes wrong technologically.
Yeah, that could be.
Right, let's hope not.
So yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite Game Boy games.
Yeah.
And they did remake it for the Wii, I think, which I never played. Well, I played once, but I didn't have it.
Right. But there's just something about playing it on 8-bit.
Yeah.
That makes it...
Yeah, it's fun to be able to take it with you and play it wherever you go.
Right.
Good music, too. Alright, that was my number 4 and your number 4, so number 3.
Yep. For my number 3, I put Kirby's Dream Land 2. This is higher on my list because I think you all had the first Kirby's Dream Land when we were kids. Well, I don't know why I struggled saying that, but then this was the first Kirby game that I got that was all mine. And like he said, he had the power up so that he could like devour an enemy and then gain their powers.
Yeah.
And it was fun to just like fill himself with air and fly around. That was like kind of a cheat way to get through the levels.
Yeah, they're easy games if you want them to be, but they can be harder.
Yeah, and I always like when you fall from a high height, he's like fall and then he like dive
under his head.
Yeah, under his face, but you wouldn't take any fall damage.
Yeah. I like how in between levels he like bites onto a star and like flies off.
Yeah. Does he bite it? I never really picked up on that. I thought he just like grabbed on for dear life.
He bites it, but
maybe he bites it. I mean, it would make sense. He eats enemies. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he bites it, but I don't know, maybe not.
Then he does a little dance when you beat a level.
And he's actually pink on the cover of this one. On the first one, he's white.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's riding a little hamster, so I guess you could ride animals in that too.
I don't know if you could. I know you could become animals.
Yeah. We'll have to play it again and find out.
Maybe you can. It's been a while since I played it.
Either way, looks cute.
Yeah. Alright, my number 3 is Donkey Kong. This is one of my all-time favorite games. This is so fun. It's not like regular Donkey Kong. Like you have different abilities. I mean, you can hold onto a rope and like swing and get momentum and jump up.
Yeah.
You can do a handspring and like jump up. And the point is to get a key, and it's kind of a puzzle game.
All right.
But there's a lot of action too. you're supposed to get a key and open a locked door so you can progress to the next level.
Hmm.
And the levels get harder and harder, and the further into the game you get, the more you can do and learn. Like there's bridges you can make and like walls, and sometimes you have to use both. Like you can make ladders.
Wow. I don't think I ever got to those parts.
No.
It's a lot more involved than I remember.
Yeah, and it just gets harder the further you go. I always remember the airplane level, like there's wind that pushes you around and stuff. So it's a really fun game.
It sounds fun. It's funny when Mario falls and like
he does take fall damage. Like his leg will kick up in the air.
Yeah, he'll be there like twitching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Mario. And if you fall far enough, you will die.
Oh. Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. Then there's 3 things you can get in each level: of hat, an umbrella, and a lock or something. I never knew what that third one was. But if you get all 3, you get a bonus roulette game.
Oh, nice.
And you can get 1-ups and stuff. So that's a real fun game. I need to play that again.
Yeah, that sounds like a good one. Ready for number 2?
Yep. Number 2.
I think my number 2 is going to be your number 1, but
yeah,
I picked Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. Again, when I was a kid, I got far in it, but I never beat it. And I'd always need you there to talk me through what to do.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what it is with me in Zelda games, but I can play and I can get far, but I guess I just have commitment issues or something with beating them, because I guess I don't want the adventure to end, even though you can go back and replay it.
Yeah.
But there's something about, I don't want to like do the early parts
almost
again.
to the end.
Yeah.
But then you don't beat it.
Right. But it is an enjoyable game, and it's very nostalgic. And when they remade it for the Switch, I did beat it finally.
Yeah.
And I like the remake, but the original is just so special because it's our childhood.
It's amazing to think they could put that much game on a Game Boy game.
Yeah.
Cartridge.
It wasn't even like the regular team, was it? It was like just some
side project. It was a side project, and then it became an actual project once they got further in.
Yeah. And they used Mario, we did a Zelda ranking, so we talked about this one quite a bit on that too, but like they had Mario enemies and all that kind of people from Pokemon or something, or The Sims.
Yeah, different games.
Yeah.
They threw them in there.
Yeah. It was pretty
ambitious. They didn't ask for permission, so it was a little bit different back then.
Yeah.
Because even if it was a Nintendo property, I don't think they could do that.
Yeah, you wouldn't probably see that now,
no.
Except in Smash Brothers, probably.
Yeah. Alright, my number 2 is Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3. And he talked about it a little bit, but this game is great. I love all the power-ups. Like, there's a flame hat, there's like a jet hat that shoots you for a little while. Then you have like a horn cap that makes you hit harder. Blocks that take you normally 2 hits to get through, you can get through in 1. And there's a ton of levels. There's treasures you can collect, and it's got replayability because you can, like, if you can't find a treasure, you can always go back to levels and find it later. And I don't know, it's just fun.
Yeah.
I like all the different worlds and levels, and Wario's kind of a greedy character. Like he was in Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins as the enemy.
Yeah.
He's the main bad guy. And then after that, they made his own game. And pretty much he's just in it to get money. That's the whole point of the game.
Yeah. It was a good game.
Yeah.
Like he's like playing like Mario, but amped up, kind of.
Yeah.
Bizarro Mario.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. I wish they'd start making Wario games like that again instead of like WarioWare games.
Yeah, like puzzle or party games.
Or just do both of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Send us that style of Wario game.
Yeah, they are due for one like that.
And I would show it, but I can't track mine down for some reason. It wasn't with my other ones. So it's around here somewhere.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Alright, so...
do the honorable mentions first? Or?
Do you have an honorable mention?
I didn't write any down, but thinking about it, I'd probably say Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine. Just because it's Indiana Jones, and I got it for like a graduation gift from 8th grade. I got that and the Game Boy Advance, and that's a Game Boy Color game.
Yeah.
It will work, obviously, on the Advance.
I've probably played it, but
Yeah.
I can't think of what it's like.
Yeah. Again, you get tired of me saying this, but I didn't play too much of it because it was kind of difficult in the beginning.
Yeah.
But it does play the Raiders March, and then you're like thrust into the adventure, and you're stung by a scorpion or something.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
remember it.
Yeah, and you can use the whip or the gun, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. It's kind of a weird one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My honorable mention, just because I couldn't have a list without this on it, is Tetris. And it's just probably one of the best puzzle games you can play. It's very simple, but everybody knows it and everybody loves it, I think.
Yeah, and again, like I said before, the iconic music that gets stuck in my head probably daily.
Yeah. Yeah, it is good.
Mm-hmm.
You can always go back and play Tetris, and once you start playing it, it's hard to stop playing.
Mm-hmm. There's no like backstory or anything to know.
No.
It's just falling blocks that you have to.
Yeah, put into, like, fit together to make a line and get rid of the lines.
Yeah. Then it starts going faster.
Yeah.
As it goes along, so it amps up the stress levels.
Yeah. Yeah, and the music gets faster.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so now we're on to number one.
Alright, for my number one, I put Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. And the reason that got the top spot is because it's so memorable for me, and it's the first Mario game I've ever beaten. I think it's the first Game Boy game I might have ever beaten.
Yeah.
So, a little change of pace, I actually got far and beat this one.
Yeah.
And it's just I probably already said this, but it's so memorable, like all the different levels. There's a moon level, and like the gravity's affected so you can jump higher and farther.
I like the level you go and a turtle eats you.
Yeah.
And then it's like an underwater world.
Yeah, I like that one too.
And there's like a Mario.
Yeah, that's
Lego.
the one. Like a robot Mario type of thing. You go in the foot, and there's like different points in there. You play different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all the levels are like set up like that one's all toys and stuff in it.
Yeah.
As you're playing, the moon one is outside on the moon.
Mm-hmm. And the different power-ups, like you said. I think there's one that makes you really small, maybe, and there's the rabbit ears hat that makes you like fall slower.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. So
yeah, that's one of the better Mario games.
yeah, it is really enjoyable, nostalgic, and beatable. So,
Yeah.
and that's
It is easy, but it's fun too.
yeah. And I felt so accomplished beating. It's like this was the first Mario game I've ever beaten, and it was all uphill or downhill or all beatable Mario games from there.
I like how he goes to the big door when he beats the world too, and you see the coin fall into place.
Yeah.
I always like to get them in order,
Yeah.
but I didn't always do that.
No.
Alright, and my number one is probably no surprise to anyone, is The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. And this is one of my top Zelda games, one of my top video games of all time. And I have both the original and the Game Boy Color one. Plus when the Switch remade it, I bought that one. Plus I have a digital copy of it. So, and this is a game I've beaten more than any other game in the world. I probably beat this game like at least 30 or 40 times probably.
Wow.
Yeah. And I can play it anytime. And it takes me a while, but I can beat it in one sitting if I want to.
I don't think I could play it that much. I like it, but
I could.
yeah.
It's just so fun. There's so much you can do in it, and so many different interesting characters, and the music is great, and I like that it's away from Hyrule and there's no Ganon or Zelda.
And I like the trading quest.
Yeah, the trading quest is good.
You give that guy a stick and he pokes a bee's nest or whatever.
Yeah, and they chase him off screen.
Then you just take the honey.
Yeah.
But
it
is. Trading quests are always like Dwight doing the trading quest at the little sale there.
To me, it's a pretty easy Zelda game, but some people say it's hard, so maybe it is. I've just played it so much I don't know
probably
all the enemies and everything. And like one time he was playing it and he didn't know where to go, and I wasn't looking at the screen, and I told him where to go just from memory.
Yeah, I think we mentioned that story a few times.
I think we have, But I don't know. It's just very nostalgic for me, and I love it.
Yeah.
Now I want to play it again.
I don't know where I got my copy, but I have a copy.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining.
I don't
And
know.
even just that the sword and the shield on there has always been really neat to me.
Yeah.
Just the,
Yeah, I like how you can upgrade your sword too. You can do that in most Zelda games, but
I like when you start the game, it's like your name was on your shield, and then you get your sword or you get the new sword. It's
Yeah.
like you need to put your name on it right away. Or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, when you get the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was funny too.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think Link would etch his name and do his stuff, but
Yeah.
so that's our list of our top 10 favorite Game Boy games, or top 11, I guess. Let us know what your top or number one game is. Like, comment, subscribe. There'll be an orb over here. Select one of these two videos over here, and we'll see you in the future.
To talk more about the past.